The third step to starting your Etsy shop is going to be to design your logo and your branding so that when you go in to start your Etsy shop, you have your logo ready, you have your banner ready, and any kind of infographics that you may need for your listings. And there's a few different ways that you can do this. So you can go to Etsy, you can type in logo design and look for a logo. Now you're wanting to base this off of what you're selling. So, step one was figuring out what you're going to sell. Step two was your name. So you want to take that information from what you're going to sell and what you have decided for your name to be, and you need to figure out what kind of mood you want to have. If you're doing retro products, you can do a retro brand. If you're doing elegant, maybe watercolors, then maybe you want to do a logo in that direction. If you're doing like a minimalist type design, then you want, maybe just something very simple like a black and white, or even a colored but on a white background, or vice versa. You can swap that around. But here's some different options that you guys can look up, and this is one way that you can do this. And I do have 2 people that I pulled up to help you guys with this process. I have not purchased from them. I just found them, and they have really nice shops. So I did just want to look and see if that's something that you guys may want to do, if you're able to afford it. Now, some of these are pricey, some of these are not pricey, but this is just a design palette with the actual logo design, and then you have your colors here. And now that I'm looking at it, it looks like a very well put together shop. It just depends on what price range you're looking in. When you start out, I really wouldn't put a whole bunch of money and time and effort into your logo, because it's probably going to change at least once before you actually get the one that you want for like the end of all times. So I wouldn't maybe start out with something unless you just know like this is it, and this is the kind of design that you want, and you're never going to change it, because I've changed mine multiple times and I still have a few tweaks to make on it. So, I wouldn't have wanted to spend $45, $30, $100 until I was 100% sure that's what I wanted. But this one is a lower price shop, and this is basically just color palettes, but I really like the way that they have these set up, because it'll give you a really good idea of what kind of mood that you want. It's a little over $5 for each palette, and then when you click into it, it's going to show you the actual so they have the color palette, and then they have photos that match it, and you can kind of get a feel for maybe what you would want to do. So they are Canva templates. So you can do things with a Canva template. I'm going to show you guys mine. It's just that you can't use Canva's template. So you can use a template that another designer used if they made it from scratch on Canva, and a lot of people do. But the ones that use Canva's logos and templates from Canva, technically it's illegal to do that. So you don't even want to do it, because you can't copyright, you can't trademark anything that you do on their platform if you use their base template. But these designers have designed these brand templates from scratch, so they're allowed to do this, and you're allowed to use it as needed. So that's another option. And then you can also type in a Canva branding kit. Now I do have a branding kit available, and it is $1.99, and that's in my shop. And this is just to kind of help you get your thoughts together. And I did pull it up here just so you can see, it's drag and drop. These are frames. So you can drag and drop logo ideas. I would start with your colors first. And what I did to do this is I actually went into the brand kit with Canva under brand, because I have pro. And under colors right here, I just clicked add new, and I just scrolled until I found something that I liked. You can mix and match these as you would like, but it definitely does get you started. You can also Google, different ones. And then once I did that and I put the colors in here, then I went to photos and typed in filter. So you would actually use, this is how I do it. I click on it and copy the hex code. Let's do the brown. So I'm going to go to the color, click the plus, copy, then we're going to go back to photos, and we're looking for a desk. You're going to click the filter right here, copy and paste your code, apply the filter, and then it's going to bring up all the different pictures. See, here's one that I used right here, all the different pictures and things that would match that color code. and that'll just help you get you started. But you know, you can do it however you're wanting to do it. There's tons of different ways. You can also do Fiverr. I personally got scammed on Fiverr, so I don't use Fiverr. I use Etsy. But you can, there's a lot of good sellers on here. Just, you know, be cautious and be careful when you're going in to do that if you do a gig from here. But that's all the different options that you guys have, plus many, many more. I'm sure Creative Fabrica has different ones and things like that. But this is what you want to do to get your logo and your branding set up. And like I said, don't spend too much time on this and stress over it too much, because you're probably going to change it at least once.